Good morning, everybody. Good Monday morning. Yes, it's Monday morning. Um, isn't it funny how the days seem to just merge into each other with very little structure? Um, at one time, it was having a cup of tea first thing off Alfie before he went out to work, then getting up, getting the kids ready for school, um, making their breakfasts, and um, shopping, preparing dinner for the night, going out to work. Busy days and happy days, and you don't realise until they've gone just how wonderful and how golden those years were, really. And now it's different. I mean, the structure now to my day is going to see Alfie every morning, Monday to Saturday. I won't be going tomorrow, I don't think, because I've got to go and see his sister, whose husband has been diagnosed with vascular dementia. So I shall go and see them tomorrow. Might go and see Alfie afterwards, I'll see. But, let me just show you this. You see. There's Alfie with an ice cream, our eldest son, and our granddaughter. And that would have been taken about 15 years ago, before everything really hit. At Stratford-on-Avon, that was. Anyway, can't wait to get there to see Alf this morning, and on Saturday, because I hadn't seen him for so long, me being poorly and the home being closed. And when I went in, it was, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" And I sat on his lap and we had loads of cuddles, and it was wonderful. And if anybody ever says to me, and I hear it and read it, that there's very little quality of life for people when they're in these nursing homes, you are so mistaken. So mistaken. There's a lot of quality of life, and I can only speak as far as Alfie and I go. When I go to see him, I'm on his lap. I move off to get a bowl of water to wash his face, maybe to wash his feet and massage his feet, and do things that maybe I wouldn't have done at home. But now we seem to have come to full circle, and I want to do everything that I can, everything that's in my power to do, to make things easier for him, better for him, and better for me. Which brings me nicely onto what I wanted to talk about. I was browsing through Netflix the other day, and nothing looking for anything in particular. And I came across something called Afterlife. I thought it may have been to do with the paranormal, something of that ilk. Ricky Gervais wrote, directed and starred in it, I believe. And he was very good. I'm not a great fan of his, but I do like him. And he was very good in this. He was the widower of a lady who had lost her life to cancer, and she'd left him a tape, a video of how to cope once she had gone, and what he should be doing once she had gone, only to be seen after her death, obviously. And he watched this tape of hers. I don't think it sunk in to start off with. his dad was in a nursing home with dementia and kept asking his son, Ricky Gervais, bring Lisa to see me, bring Lisa to see me. She was here this morning, and Ricky Gervais kept saying, no, Dad, she's dead. Of course, with dementia patients, you can't be brutal. You have to get down there with them and you have to live in their world. Which is what he was told by one of the carers. A really lovely woman who had a soft spot for his dad and sort of had a soft spot for Ricky Gervais. He grew on her, so to speak. He had friends who set him up with a blind date, which was a disaster from start to finish. Horrible woman, but he more than batted his own ball back to her. And so that didn't go too well. I'm not going to tell you it all, but he starts gradually to get a little bit closer to this care worker. He actually hit that far rock bottom. He gave somebody who was an acquaintance more than a friend, who wanted money to go and buy drugs to kill himself. And Ricky Gervais gave him enough money, probably not thinking he was going to do what he did. And he did take his own life. Not something to be laughed at, is it? But via this man, Ricky Gervais met some colourful characters, not least a lady who was a prostitute. And she ended up being his cleaner because he was just letting things go. The one morning he got up and looked in his cupboard and there were 2 cans, one of baked beans and one of some curry. So he gave the baked beans to his dog, a German Shepherd, I think, and he had the curry for breakfast, drinking it out the can. But anyway, I would recommend Afterlife. You'll get it on Netflix, on the dramas, I suppose. And I'm not sure whether there's another episode. I hope there is, so you can see, how things progress. But anyone who has a family member or a friend, someone they care about, suffering from dementia, I'll just say this to you from my experience of it over many years. Don't make the mistakes that I did. Don't make the mistakes of thinking you can pull them out of it and contradict them and correct them. Because it's stressful. When people have dementia and they don't understand, it's stressful. If they're in that little pit, surrounded by those grey walls, don't be on the periphery. Get down in that pit with them. Hold them, love them for who they are, for what they were to you, for what they are to you, for what they always will be to you. And you will find such contentment and love and joy in just doing that, in just being there for somebody. Probably a good thought for today, isn't it? Be there for somebody today. However small an action, however small a comment, just one word from you could make a whole lot of difference to somebody's day. I'll speak to you later. Hey, it's spring. It's the sun is sort of coming out, I think. So I'll put a frock on, and hopefully it's not gonna it's not gonna seem down with rain or hail or snow. But it looks promising today, so we'll see. I'll be back later. God bless everybody.